Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. May peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can create, not create actually, how we can export our AutoCAD files to Etabs. So let's begin. First, creating a rectangle in the top view. Sorry for having general rectangle. I'm just trying to create a rectangle with having certain dimensions, like REC enter, clicking here, going add rate, and saying it to be 10, comma. Again, making it to comma, and then again 10, pressing enter again. You can see I have a rectangle of 10 cross 10, and the next thing is I'm gonna explode this thing. I'll be saying you why exactly I'm doing that, but I'm exploding it, and you can see everything is single entity. Every single entity is actually gonna beam here. Okay, now let's go to 3D, like hold shift and your orbit, middle mouse button actually, in order to have the orbiting, or you can do orbiting through this wheel as well. However, let's try to copy this thing, CO for copy, and make sure that ortho mode is on, and you can see there's a plus Z available. So I'm just typing here 10 and then pressing enter, and you can see how I got another rectangle as well. Then afterwards I'm just typing L enter to have my lines. Click here and again click here, just select that thing, copy CO. Okay, now clicking here, copying it, again copying it, again copying it. Yeah, that's good. Then afterwards I'm going to create another rectangle, REC enter, clicking here, again clicking somewhere here. Then afterwards let's create a line, L enter. I'm just creating a diagonal. It's going to act like a brace. Every line is going to behave like a beam, which is horizontal. Every vertical line is going to behave like a column. Every rectangle which is in XY plane is going to behave like a slab. And every rectangle which is in the front view or left view, like -V enter, F enter, I'm going to go for the front view. I'm going to draw another rectangle, REC, and this thing is going to behave like a wall. In -V enter, T enter for top view. In Etabs. Okay, let's see all these behaviors in our Etabs. But first of all, I'm going to delete some extra portions like this beam and this beam. No, I don't want this thing. You don't want this thing, and actually it's actually coming in between. So selection cycle you may use. Anyhow, just I'm exporting this part right now. Trying to save this thing, and remember, save that thing in DXF. So yeah, okay, I'm just trying to save this thing in the XF. Oh, something Etabs was there. I'm just overwriting it. Yeah, no problem. And the next thing is I'm going to go for Etabs and use building settings. Okay, and you need to select blank. Click on OK. Now, the next thing is you have to define some beams and columns in section properties frame sections. Once you're done with that defining part, go to import and select this thing .exf file of 3D model. Select this thing and make sure that the things are closed, because if it is not closed, then it's gonna show us error. So okay, I'm gonna close this thing anyhow. Control plus F4. You can have that thing as shortcut key, and I don't want to save it anymore. No problem. So I'm just minimizing it again and trying to open this thing. It's gonna ask us what is the unit. So I'm saying it to be feet, and the next thing is what is the horizontal members. I'm saying it to be, if you have defined the beam, it's gonna come here as what beam you have defined. You can select that thing here. If you define the columns, then you can select the columns here. Anyhow, I'm just selecting the default source there. If you define the brace means all the diagonal members, and if you define the slabs, you can actually set the slabs and walls and ramps, inclined members, inclined planes kind of thing. And that's pretty much, just select this O and click on OK. It's going to ask us based on what is the AutoCAD file you have created, how many stories, and what all the things. Just click on OK right again. And it's going to ask us to save somewhere. I'm just having this cat test kind of thing. Just overwriting it, no problem. Yeah, no problem. And you can see here I got everything. This is how you can actually import from AutoCAD to Etabs. Later on you may change this supports as well, but you can see here this is my beam, this is my brace, because I have not assigned anything else to the brace, and you can see this is my concrete column, this is my wall, you can see here this is my floor, slab 1, and that's pretty much this is how you can actually import. You can create a large building model in AutoCAD and you can actually export in Etabs. So that's pretty much about today's tutorial. Thanks for watching, and remembering prayers. Assalamu alaikum.